So changing your site's fonts is very easy, especially if you're using the Canvas theme. You have a lot of control over what you can do with the Canvas theme from your central WordPress administration area. Okay, so in this video I'm just going to show you how to change some of the major areas for your font. So for instance, up here in the header where you've got your site title and your tagline, that is if you're not overriding that with a logo. I'll also talk about how to change all of the navigation bar text, all of the page titles and the page fonts, and then also your widgets over on the sidebar, and down the bottom, the widgets on the footer. Right, so if we go into your WordPress administration area, now you need to open up all of the styling options for the Canvas theme. So from your left-hand navigation, if you go down to Canvas and open that up, and then within Canvas, you need to open up the Styling and Layout menu. So the Styling and Layout menu is where you have a lot of control from a central point to make the website look exactly how you want it to look. So in terms of fonts, the major areas you will be looking at is the miscellaneous typography page down the bottom. You'll also be having a look at the posts and pages, the primary navigation, and also the widgets. So first of all, let's start with miscellaneous typography. This is where we're going to control all of the fonts on the pages. So from heading 1 through to 6 styles, and then also your general font style, it's all controlled through here. So if I wanted to change the page text from Droid, let's just say I wanted to do something a little more simple like Arial. Okay, I am going to choose Arial Black here for that. Okay, and you can change the size here as well if you wanted to. So I can actually make that 16, so a little bit bigger. And then for my heading 1 styles, I can change that to any font that I want on here. I'm going to make that Dancing Script. There we go. So heading 1 is now Dancing Script. And I'm going to save those changes. Right, so if we go up to the widgets area. So the widget titles, this is for your sidebar and for your footer area where you have widgets as well. At the moment, we're actually using Dancing Script. So let's just say I wanted to change it to something else. Let's change it to Corbin. I don't know what Corbin font is, but we will soon find out. Actually, a little tip for you, which is very useful to know, is if you use this little magnifying glass, you can see exactly how that looks before you publish it. So that's what Corbin looks like. Let's see what Coda looks like. Okay, there we go. Alright, I think I'll keep it on Coda there. I can also change the widget text as well. So this is the description area for your widget on your sidebar. So I'm going to change that to Trebuchet, and I'm going to up that to 16 points there. Okay, so I've changed the title on the widgets, and I've also changed the text on them. Right. Your primary navigation area, again, you're going to want to change the navigation fonts on there. So at the moment I've got it on Droid. So I am going to change that to Arial. Okay, so just up top here, Arial Black. Okay, and I'm going to keep it at the white colour that I've got there. Okay, and that's it for that menu, I think. If you're using the top navigation, you have control over the top navigation font on the top navigation page. Okay, so I'm not going to change that for the moment. Now in your header area, you can change the site title in here. So if I scroll down to the bottom, you see I have control over the site title and the site description. So as I say, you might not have this published on your website, basically because you might actually have a logo that's overriding that. So I am just going to change these 2 fonts here to Josephine. So that's for those 2 on my header. That's now changed. Okay, and finally the archives page. Now, archives is essentially where all of your blog posts go. You will probably have a drop-down area under blog for archive, and that will be a page that people can go to so they can see all of the blog posts you've ever done before in a very easy to find way. Now, that isn't controlled by page title. I don't know why. It has its own page here. So as we can see, my archive header is dancing script, so I'm just going to change that to Gravitas 1. Save that. Alright, so let's go out to the site and have a look at it from the browser point of view to see what the reader will see. So there we go, it does look very, very different there. So I've changed my site title, I've changed my tagline, I've changed all of my navigation bars. My widgets now have a new font, and so does all the descriptive text under the widgets there as well. So as you can see, you have a lot of control from a central point in order to change all of these pages. So I'd really encourage you to go through and just play around, and you know, you really can't do a lot wrong as long as you write down what you had before, and you can change it back if you don't like it. It's really, really flexible and you really can't do any harm. So have fun restyling your website, and if you have any comments, please feel free to email me. My email address is mail@kerrywilliams.net.